Right, hello there guys, welcome back to a new video. We're back at it again with reviews this time, so no more of the project car garbage. But yeah, we're back with a review and it's one that I'm really excited for. So today I've got a Subaru WRX STI Raptor I. And yeah, I'm really hyped for this one. This one's a really good spec as well. So let's roll the cinematics and get the guy on the channel. Right, so as you can see, she is such a beautiful car, and yeah, and here is the guy that owns it. The guy's name's called Peter, so he's going to walk us around the car, talk to us a little bit about what this car is all about, and yeah. So,
hi guys, yeah, this is my Raptor I. It's actually my dream car. I've wanted one ever since I was 13, so I'm pleased actually now gone and got it. Haven't actually done much to it already. I've only done a few little tiny changes. As you see, it's actually how I bought the car, minus one little change that I've done myself. I've actually added these little matte black STI badges here. They were originally silver. Done that, one little badge from VIP Motorsport. My favourite little thing, it's not pure carbon, it's a carbon fibre wrap, but does go really nice with the car.
oh yeah, definitely.
One of my sponsors has given me his sun strip, which is nice. Minus the dash cam, that's just for insurance purposes. Which actually has helped me out quite a bit actually. I had this on the road for a week and I was behind a maniac that caused the guy to nearly lose his leg in a crash when I was on my way to work.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, but no, like I say, it's been a dream car, it's something that I've always wanted. I've got standard Brembo brakes, which is not something I had on the Clio, with STI calipers. I haven't got no side skirt or nothing like that. Lovely little STI mud flaps.
You just got to have them on these, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. And then my favourite sounding mod is my Cobra exhaust system with a Cobra sports cat.
And it's a turbo back system as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a turbo back system, yeah. Shall I fire up and give you a few little revs?
Go on, let's go for it. Sounds mad, I love it.
Yeah, I love it as well. And then just the petrol as it comes through. And then got these little stickers here. And then my co-worker called me a silly twat inside.
You need to get that on the car somewhere. You need to.
I think, yeah, somewhere along here, I think.
Yeah.
Hashtag silly twat inside. And I've got a Maxim Design spoiler lip with a custom STI badge, which I got through a guy that I met through my old car with the Renault Clio. I do love the old numplate holder, very easy for changing plates. And then I'm going to throw it back to Freddie's video. You'll like this.
Lift the boot onto open.
Yeah, the boot was open. Probably should have had it open to begin with. Here's the old bonnet release on the inside, so if you ever get started and you get chucked in the back, you can get out.
Bloody hell. They really thought this through, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have thought it through. Power wise, it's running 360 brake horsepower. Standard wise, you're looking around 300, 301.
Nice power increase then.
I'm not going to quote the torque because I don't actually know. I only know the brake horsepower from what I was told when I was buying the car. But I am going to go to Surrey Rolling Roads for a dyno.
Yeah.
And get it actually all done, make sure the car is all running fine. The car is going to be booked in with Neil at Slow Boys to have the old head gasket checked out, because I do know this was ragged around by the previous owner, so I want to know if any chance that's going to go on me, to be honest.
Yeah.
give a shout out to my new group because I think it's worth mentioning. Clayton Slowboy owners. We're going to be at Go Japan in a couple of weeks' time.
So am I.
Sweet, we'll see you there, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
My other little mod that I want to do is I want to change these, and I want to get they are from Super Speed, but I can actually pick them up from Amazon for a lot cheaper. They're going to have the sequential indicator, full LED light system in there, so they'll run for the lifetime of the car. I shouldn't have to worry about changing any bulbs or anything like that. The other one that I mentioned as well is I'm going to change this fog light to a F1 style brake light. It will have the fog light, it will have the fog light, brake light and reverse light. The brake light will flash as I brake in, which will add a nice little OEM little quality. Also, I've got these here, I think it's it's probably POY. I'm going to get that sort of done in blue, maybe red, to make them stand out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone done it, so it might be a little one-time thing, because I don't think anyone else would do that. The indicators on the front, I'm going to get a sequential bezel as it is, so it's literally just run along the front of the car. That'll be a nice little one, that's a nice little easy budget thing to do. And then I'm going to add an American style C light indicator, so that will just blink up my side light indicator. So
yeah.
I don't know why Subi haven't done that themselves instead of having that squared indicator down the bottom.
Yeah.
The other mod I'm going to do is I'm going to change these badges to a carbon fibre on the back with blue stars. I think that will add a nice little touch. Someone did say, why don't you go red stars? But I'm thinking blue looks probably a bit more better.
Yeah.
And then maybe we might change these all, apart from the STI, I'll change them to maybe matte black. I think that might add a nice little touch.
Yeah, because you can get direct replacements, can't you? So you're going to peel the originals off. And
Yeah, exactly. I'll just put a bit of masking tape around them so I know where they're going.
yeah.
Try and do it so I can work out the spacing as well.
Yeah.
Thin out a bit of tape and then try and work out so I get the spacing exactly right as well. But
Yeah.
we'll work it out. We'll see how it goes. But you can just hear that. You can just hear that parrot away now.
It's so quiet, isn't it?
It is so
quiet
quiet.
on idle, but then really rotty.
Yeah, it's quite an idle, and then obviously when you want to go for a drive, it really kicks up. Around in sports mode, you can really hear the exhaust really kicking up around 2,500 revs, and then sports sharp, you're hearing it around 1,500.
Yeah.
Sports sharp. So it's, I say, yeah, compared to the Hawkeyes, this is a lot more quieter, and I probably could say that's more down to the age, the modern day of it.
Emissions and sound stuff,
Yeah,
and all that garbage.
So, yeah, all that sort of rubbish that's now ruining the car scene. I mean, you guys probably seen the new 2022 WRX. It looks more like a Civic than a Subaru. It looks absolutely disgusting. But yet, when the first Blob Eyes came out, everyone absolutely
Loved it.
no hated it.
Hated it, really?
Absolutely hated it. So they couldn't stand the way that it looks. But now, love it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Maybe it's chalk and cheese. Maybe one day we're going to hate it and then suddenly we're going to love it. So we have to wait and see. But
Yeah.
it's got a PC style dash. So I don't know how it's going to go down with some people because it's meant to be all about focusing the driver on driving. But yet, with something like that next year, when you can go on the internet with it, watch films.
Yeah.
You tell me where the driver enhancement is on that, because I don't see the driver side of that.
No, I don't.
Bring you round. I'll just show you what I'm going to do in the sides. I'm going to have.
Oh, God. Yeah, we don't want no copyright strikes.
Yeah, don't want no copyrights, do we?
No.
Right, so door handles, I'm going to have them wrapped in carbon fibre. I'm going to go to a lady called Chameleon Graphics in Maidstone. But I will get that all together along with the door handles because they're just a bit marked up, don't really like it. Same with the old air vents as well.
Yeah.
I'm changing the interior lighting, so at the moment they are just, if the camera picks it up,
Oh yeah,
standard
white
ones.
LEDs.
Yeah, I'm going to change them to red.
Yep.
To go here, so the camera won't pick it up because of the daytime, but I have had some footwell lighting installed aftermarket. Actually, I don't know, maybe if I put my hand near it, no, not really.
Sort of. Yeah, you can get the glow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've had them installed, just add a little bit of extra lighting in there. They can be all different colours, but I've picked red because I've got just under the three, I wouldn't say dials. I have got a little red light there, so it just sort of brings it all together. But no, wheel-wise, I'm going to keep the same wheels. I think they look absolutely brilliant in the gunmetal grey, if you want to call them gunmetal grey. I mean, I do. They look absolutely stunning, but they're a pain in the arse to clean though.
Yeah,
because of all the spokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I think that's really about it.
Right, okay. So with that being gone.
Sorry, I'm showing you the engine, guys.
Now I have something about bonnet releases, but this one's really easy. There is a minuscule little white tab there.
Yeah.
And it is, oh god.
It's a one-hand
There we are.
It is a one-hand job sort of thing.
So easy, and the iconic boxer engine.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the top mount intercoolers. I don't like it.
I do.
Do you?
I do like it, but I am going to, when the money is there, I will be getting rid of that one, and I will be going to a Mishimoto more up-ready one. It's more of a beastie one, so it'll be able to deal with. And I believe the guy in America, he's running around 440 horsepower. So that will take hold. So the new one will take around about 440 horsepower.
Yeah.
I also will get a new blower valve, probably a circulation valve, because he said that they actually do run better for these cars. So that's where I might go down with. But my group wants me to get a, I'm probably going to push the name, HKS blower valve.
Yeah.
And you can actually, it's got a tiny little adjustment on it, so you can actually determine how much pressure you want to be blowing back out into the atmosphere, or how much you want to go through the system.
Yeah,
so,
my mate has one on his Colt CZT and he does that.
Yeah, so and like I say, one of my guys, he's got on his, I think he's got the bug eye one, and it is so loud. It is ridiculously loud. Like I say, I've got my pairing intake. This has all been fitted and tuned in by Neil at Super Speed.
Yep.
My nice little STI oil cap.
It's little details like that I love.
Yeah. I will be getting a pairing battery holder to go there, and then I'm also working on trying to find a company where I can get rid of all these horrible looking caps and try and get all red ones, even the old
washer fluid one.
Washer fluid one, and also the old dipstick as well.
Yeah.
I did buy one, but there's no way to actually attach that dipstick onto the cap, so I'm going to try and find one where we've got the dipstick already attached. But that's the one I've got to be careful on. That's one that can actually erupt, so I need to look at getting that changed, and also the one underneath, because over so many years they actually do end up just
perishing, don't they?
Perishing and tearing.
Yeah.
Because it actually happened on my mate's 05. Well, he's got an 05 plate. I don't know if it's the actual plate or not on his Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So I will be looking into getting that changed. So as I said earlier, I was about the old sea light indicators. Let's get that shut first. They actually are here, and it just lights up this entire C section.
Yeah.
And I might get a thing called Demon Eye.
Right.
And it'll actually illuminate this little circular section there.
Yeah.
And then that will run as just like a little show, not show and tell, like a car show. It will flash up all sort of different colours and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think also with that, I think for photos, I'll probably set it to red and actually have like a good old angry looking face.
Yeah.
Sort of picture. But the reason why I picked the Raptor Eye is more down to the visual, how it looks. It's very angry, it's very aggressive looking car compared to the other sort of Subis that are out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And I had the choice, it was either this or my other dream car, which was a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But as growing older, I've seen more Hawkeyes, Blob Eyes and Bug Eyes around, even now the WR1's around. I'm not seeing many of these.
Yeah.
And it was only, and like I said, I've seen one in Brands Hatch, and I would love to see more of these. There's a friend of mine, she's just upgraded from her McGann, and she's got a black one of these, and she's given me a few ideas what she's doing. So there's more money going into my bucket list.
Yeah,
and I thought it was coming towards the end of it. But yeah, so I think it's now time we take it out for a little drive.
Yes, definitely. Let's jump in and go. Alright, so here we are, back in the car, and yeah, I've only ever experienced one Subaru before, and that was a Blob Eye.
Oh yeah.
04 I think it was, and that was running 320 brake and I think like 460 newton meters of torque.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I experienced that when I was about 14. So we're going on to the common old Mexico straight, and there's loads of cyclists for us to play bowling with, so let's go. You can feel that turbo kick in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, they're not cyclists, they're walkers.
They're kids. No, not they're walkers.
Oh, they're not kids. Just. Oh, well, they ruined our fun.
They did ruin our fun, right.
Well, yeah, you can definitely feel sort of like the turbo. It kicks in quite soon. What sort of rev range does it kick in?
So I say that the turbo that I feel kicking in around 2.5, 3,000 revs.
Yeah.
So 2.5, 3.
Yeah, you can really feel it there.
Yeah. I think what we do, we go for a little bit of a motorway stretch.
Yeah.
After this, and then we'll really open it up. Really open her up.
Yeah.
I will give a little shout out to my girlfriend. She's actually named my car. I was going with Subaru, but she's gone with the name Sabrina.
Fair play.
So if you do go to Japan and you see a car with a show plate saying Sabrina, that's mine.
Why did she go for that then?
I think it's because it's different, and it was. And like I said, we was doing a little search on Google, sort of like what to name a Subaru, and yeah, Sabrina was in the top 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you got Scooby being obviously the popular one. Under that was Sonic. Then you had Scooby-Doo, Subi, Scooby. So yeah, and after that was Sabrina.
Oh, fair play.
So yeah,
Fair play.
I quite like it, to be honest. So I can say I'm out and about with Sabrina, and she can't be in trouble. I can't get in trouble because she knows it's the car, not a person.
Unless you're hiding something.
No, I'm not hiding nothing at all, because I don't know any Sabrinas out there.
Oh, competition right there.
Oh yeah.
M5 versus Impreza.
Well, saying that, this is not actually known as an Impreza. It's just
No,
known
it's
as a
not.
WRX STI.
And that's one thing that a lot of people get wrong. I don't know if you guys noticed it when I introed the video. Oh, we're going around the Titan Twisties. Woo! Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed it when I introed the video. I didn't call this an Impreza. I called it a WRX STI. Because
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't know if you know the reason behind it. I certainly don't. But Subaru stopped calling the Impreza the Impreza.
I think it's just literally just that. They just stopped calling it an Impreza. I think they just wanted to make this one its own little car, its own brand.
Because this was, from what I remember, this was supposed to be the last ever generation of Impreza, which
Yes.
I think might be the reason why they didn't actually call it the Impreza.
Yeah, you could be absolutely right there. Because, like I said, I've searched around and I couldn't really find a definitive answer as well.
Yeah.
Why they decided they don't want the Impreza name on this one. I mean, someone probably out there is going to know the actual definitive answer. And someone's more in the knowledge area of it.
Yeah.
But I've searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't find it.
Let's see how this does in handling department.
Well, 4-wheel drive, so it should do pretty well.
I do have to say, for this being a sports car as well, the ride comfort's quite comfortable.
Yeah.
It's stiff, but it's refined.
Yeah, definitely. Need to go to the cyclist.
Only nearly.
Yeah.
God damn it, it didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, I know, right enough. Well, going around these corners at a reasonable pace, and it's gripping quite nicely.
Yeah.
For a rally car, you'd want it to grip.
Yeah, definitely. Now there is one thing that's a slight bug with this particular one. Obviously, like you were saying to me before we went on film, when he picked this car up, the garage had to quickly rush a service and stuff like that. Yeah, and it needed tyres, it needed front tyres.
Yeah.
So the rears are still on the original Michelin Pilot Sport 4s.
They are.
And the fronts are Ching Chong Chinaman ones.
They are, yes.
And even that, with that being the case,
It still grips pretty well.
It still grips really well.
It's still gripping pretty well. The four-wheel drive system is definitely helping it out, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Still running the standard suspension. I am in two minds of maybe running coilovers on it.
But only doing a slight subtle drop, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Don't want to lose any handling. Don't want to stiffen it too much up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really lose any ride comfort, because this is my daily, actually.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, it is my daily.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say this has got pretty much the perfect setup as it is right now.
Yeah.
It's not stiff to the point it's uncomfortable, but it's not too boaty to the point it's nothing but comfort. It's sort of like got the nice equal balance.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the balance of both of them. Like I say, when I had my old car, when you put it in sportsman and stuff like that, you're also changing the suspension quality as well, so it would stiffen them up and stuff like that, and you would really feel the changes there. Whereas with this, you know, it's literally just changing the throttle response and how quick that turbo wants to kick up.
Yeah. So are we in sports mode at the moment?
We are in sports mode at the moment, yeah.
Sweet. And we're going to get stopped by a Renault Capture.
Good old Renault Capture.
Oh, for God's sake.
Shit, looks like the car is going where it's going.
You can really feel it kick in.
Oh yeah, you can.
And the sound of the blow-off valve as well is just immense.
I'm not too sure that is actually the blow-off valve, but I do think that's the intake actually spinning up.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't think the standard one actually does add any sound. I think it's just a recirculation valve going back through the engine.
Yeah.
Whereas, so it doesn't actually add any out into the atmosphere. I don't think it actually has that side of it.
Yeah. Watching the needle just carry on going as well.
Yeah.
This car's no slouch.
That is not.
That's immense.
But as I was saying to you off camera as well, is that they rushed this round with the service and the MOT, that they also missed the clutch and the flywheel being scorched and burned. So when I picked this up, I was having issues with gearbox issues via the clutch. I was fighting around trying to get it in gear, and at first I thought it was just me coming back from an automatic, because I had a automatic car before this, and to be honest, what drove me to go away from the automatic and back to this, because I generally, and as most people would say, I miss the manual. I don't feel connected with the car.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I went back to having a manual, and I thought, well, I'm going back to a manual, I've got to go for a dream car.
Yeah.
And well, here it is. So here it is, guys, and this is what I've gone and done, and I don't regret it at all. I really don't.
As long as it puts a smile on your face at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Every day, as soon as I get in, I'm seeing that badge right in front of me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, you know, I can't say no. I absolutely just love it. And then when I'm also seeing kids, as I'm driving past the kids, and they're shouting out, "Is that a Scooby?" You know, it just adds an extra little Cheshire smile to your face.
Yeah. They know what the car is, and because it's so iconic, it sort of makes you proud to own one.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is that a lot of Subaru people say as well is that this car again looks more like an Evo.
It doesn't. It has aspects of the Evo 10 for definite.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially you can see the detail in the headlights.
Yeah, exactly. But then you got to sort of look at it though, that Subaru and Mitsubishi, they've always been at each other. They've always been in rivalry. So why not have two cars that are rivals?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay, they look the same, but then you got to look at it as size of other cars.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of other cars also look the same and identical.
Yeah.
You know, look at how the Beamers, all the Beamers look the same near enough. They've all got the same sort of like front end.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard to tell them apart. So
it is, unless you know sort of body shapes and stuff like that. That's when you need to sort of know about Beamers and all that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I say, I think my favourite sort of view on this car is looking at the arse and then seeing
the big old spoiler. We're going to take this out of the mount and see if I can get it.
Seeing the big old spoiler in the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
You know, and then also seeing the nice shiny chrome quad tip exhaust from Cobra as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely something out there.
It brings it all together, doesn't it?
Yeah, and like I say, and as well is that I'm seeing these posted around all on Facebook and stuff like that, and everyone is now appreciating what they are as a car.
Yeah.
You know, at first they had a lot of hate about them, but a lot of people are now starting to really love them.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think that you need to be around them to appreciate them, to actually love them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
yeah. But yeah, no, it definitely rides really well, doesn't it?
I mean, like I say, it's your first time being in the car. What's your intake on it?
So, one thing that's always bothered me about performance cars is, like I was saying about the ride comfort, they're either too rough or I don't know, they don't feel as connected. And when you're in a performance car, you want that connection with the road, with the driver. You want the whole driving experience. And I mean, obviously I haven't driven the car, but from a passenger point of view, you can definitely feel the connection with this car. It still feels just as raw as the older ones. Like I said, I went out and I think it was an 04, 05 Blob-eye. And obviously that was back to basics. This obviously has a lot more tech in it now and stuff like that. And that felt really raw, really sort of as a driver's car. And granted, it had suspension mods, but only really subtle ones to improve it more than sort of, you know, ruin it in a way. And it felt really raw and really sort of like car and driver. And to be fair, Subaru hasn't really lost that.
No,
to be fair.
no, I don't think so. Like I say, this is like say the only Subaru that I've driven. So yeah, maybe I need to go and maybe have a little drive of a Hawkeye and the Blob-eye, and then I'll get to see a difference between the two cars, a modern day one and the old classics, I suppose you could sort of say that they are.
Yeah, they're definitely turning that way, and this will turn that way in you know 10-15 years time. So
I mean, like I say, I've had this car a couple of months now, and I'm near enough making a profit on this if I go and sell it now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I can easily make a little bit of a profit on this if I went and sold it, because people are buying them, and like I say, they're breaking them, and because they haven't got the funds to repair them, they go and sell the parts for well, they're going to sell the parts really for other people to keep theirs on the road. So it just adds more value to the cars because they're not around there anymore. I mean, you look at the GTR 34s, for instance. They're so very rare to see now. I mean, I actually saw one at Ace Caf yesterday. That was a beautiful car, actually, to be honest. And he actually just rocked up there just to see what the whole thing was about, actually, at Ace Caf. And I reckon one day we're going to start sort of seeing any car of that sort of vintage, like these, skyrocket in price. So if you want one of these, now's the time to do it. Get one while you can, because otherwise you could be looking at either this or a house. Yeah, exactly. Kind of thing, because it's like a GTR 34, that or a house. Yeah, exactly. You can't sort of differentiate them because I mean, we need to cut this video short soon. But going back to the whole R34 thing, I was looking literally a couple of years ago, and they were sitting 40 to 60 grand, depending on spec and condition. Exactly. Now they're sitting 60, maybe 70, up to, I think the highest I've seen one is £149,000. Yeah, and I have heard that the V-spec, I heard actually one of them went for nearly 400,000. Yeah, that in America. Yeah, well, that's America for you, because obviously they're only just introducing them now because of the whole 25-year rule. So they're only just introducing the first generation. And also Fast and Furious. Exactly. Fast and Furious has definitely helped out with that sort of aspect. Oh yeah, definitely. But no, this is definitely a wonderful car. Yeah, and cheers, mate. Subaru has not lost what they're known for. That's good to know. And I appreciate that. So, but yeah, that's my view on the car. It's quick, it's fun, it's still raw like the old school ones were, and I honestly think Subaru should still make Imprezas. This will still always be an Impreza to me, even though it's not called one. It will be. But definitely a really raw car, and that's what I like about it. So with that being said, do you want to leave any social links or anything like that? I've got Instagram, it's P Diddy, it's PD1DDY4. It's my main account, and that's where you'll see more of this. So what I do, I'll give a shout out to the Kent Subaru Club as well. Give them a shout out there on Instagram as well. If you type that in, they should pop up. We've only just got it started. Again, if you're into Subarus or you've got a Subaru yourself, follow us, we'll follow you back, and we'll get you out on the group meets. Yeah, definitely. And obviously, like I said, I'll leave all the links down below. So I'll leave his Insta, I'll leave the Kent Subaru stuff as well, so you guys can go and check it out. And with that being said, I'm going to outro the video. If you did enjoy this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Guys. Definitely do. I know that Fred's video on this has really skyrocketed, so I hope this one does the same. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.